Hey, my name is Eric Worrell, and in this video, we're doing a review of DoorDash versus GrubHub if you are driving for either of those services. I want to be taking a look at the spreadsheet that I've put together on why these metrics matter for you as far as the cost of meals and what the availability is for deliveries in your area. So the three things that I'm really going to be talking about in this video is what your local marketplace looks like, what your average order value is, and what the pay is for the service. So to get started, why don't we take a look at a local marketplace? So I'm in Buffalo, New York, but in this example, I wanted to use a different city and I chose Nashville. So what you can do is you can go to Google and search, something like Nashville DoorDash, and it'll pop up and it'll tell you how many restaurants are in that area. In this particular case, 881 restaurants. Now, if you do the same thing and you do like Nashville, Tennessee, GrubHub, you'll see this pop up. But in this particular case, we're looking at 452 restaurants. So nearly double the amount of restaurants are on DoorDash versus GrubHub. This is really important because, of course, if you don't have enough supply of restaurants, there's not going to be a demand of people ordering, which means that you may not be able to actually do a bunch of deliveries with the service. So that's one thing you want to think about in your specific market, because what's true in Nashville is not true in Buffalo, New York, where I am, where these services are actually kind of pretty even as far as the number of restaurants that are available. The next thing that if you're comparing these services in your market that you're going to do is take a look at the restaurants that are being offered. So why don't we highlight this one right here, True Food Kitchen. And then what we're going to do is we're going to compare that to some of the GrubHub options available in Nashville. So when we're looking at True Food Kitchen, you can take a look at their menu and you can see that they have things like grilled salmon, which is $23, and grass-fed steak tacos, which is a little bit more expensive. What you want to consider is the average order value of the restaurants that you may be delivering from. Because of course, the higher your actual order value, average order value, more likely the higher your tip is going to be. Now, if we take a look at GrubHub, for example, they do have 452 restaurants, but just taking a look at the sampling here, I can tell you that Tropical Smoothie Cafe, not going to be a great order. A bakery, Taco Bell, which I'm not sure, but looks like it's just kind of a lunch place, Chick-fil-A, biscuits, and Urban Juicer. So right out of the gates there, you're looking at juiceries and bakeries and things like that, which are going to have a low average order value. So what I've done is I've created a spreadsheet that kind of highlights this. So let's say if you were to estimate what the cost of your average meal or delivery on DoorDash versus GrubHub is, and let's say DoorDash is a little bit more expensive. Now, let's say that we have a 15% tip that came through on both services. So your payment per those two deliveries would be $630 versus $525, so a little bit better on DoorDash. But the really important factor is the fact that DoorDash has twice as many restaurants. Let's say that you're able to get in 3 deliveries per hour on DoorDash and only 2 on GrubHub, because you do that first delivery and then you're sitting there for 10 minutes waiting for the next delivery to come through. Your total hourly pay on DoorDash would be $18.90 versus $10.50 on GrubHub. So that's why it's important to take a look at your local market and see what's available. It's also really important to make sure that you sign up for both services, because one thing that can throw this off is if DoorDash has twice as many restaurants but 4 times as many drivers, then you're going to have a lot of competition to get those orders, where even though GrubHub might have half the amount of restaurants, you may actually get more orders coming through because of the fact that there's not as much supply of drivers. So it's hard to know that without actually signing up for the services. At the end of this video here, I do have a video where I compared all the different delivery services that you can click on, and I do have a video that goes into detail on DoorDash as well on my first day of driving with them. I appreciate it if you use my links in the description below to sign up for the services, and good luck to you when you're out there on the road. All right, take care.